Prasino is actually the Greek word for green. The green aspect is not just the food, it's the decor, it's also the way we operate in the kitchen. So it's a way to kind of showcase a sustainable lifestyle to a customer that maybe wouldn't be exposed to it otherwise. We have a wonderful culinary team. Our executive chef, Jack Funderburg, actually grew up on a dairy farm, so he has a really strong connection to the farmers and works with a lot of local farmers as much as possible to source ingredients. You get to experience food that you might not have had the opportunity to try, but you also know that that food has been sourced responsibly. The cuisine is local food with a global influence. Some of our signature dishes are lobster stuffed avocado, fish tacos, braised short ribs. But we also have vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options. We wanted to create a friendly, welcoming environment where people with different food preferences can all come together and share a meal.
So Michelle, you're just absolutely mad about Prasino. Tell us why you chose it.
Well, I just think it's a fantastic all-around restaurant for lots of different occasions. It's a farm-to-table concept, which is springing up all over Chicago.
Now, is that important for you?
It is, yeah. I have a couple of young kids at home, and I think once you have children, all of a sudden paying attention to what's organic and how things are raised and where it comes from becomes a lot more important. And so that's absolutely something we pay attention to.
So what are some of those components that are important to you that sort of fuse into the dining experience at Prasino?
Well, from the actual meal, they work with organic produce. They work with vendors all over the country for grass-fed beef and antibiotic-free chicken and other meats. But they even take it so far as to use reclaimed wood, even right down to their cleaning supplies and the hand dryer in the bathroom. They really try to create a very green, eco-friendly experience.
Yeah. But you say the food is also really quite delicious.
Well, of course. I mean, the food always comes first. All of that's all lip service unless the food tastes good.
Yeah.
And they consistently deliver. And so whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we go all of the time.
Derek, what do you think?
I've driven through LaGrange before, would have never thought of stopping by the place, but truly loved it. Loved the peace that was there.
Yes.
It was definitely there. It had this spa concept or feel to it to me. It was so calming, very relaxing.
You're at one with yourself.
It was that moment, yes.
Zen.
It was a zen moment. I loved it.
How about the food?
The food was excellent. Loved it. The appetizer I had was this lobster stuffed avocado, which was
awesome.
I wanted to order a second
How
one.
much did that be? It's a lobster stuffed avocado.
It was great. The entree, I ordered grilled fish tacos of all things. Loved it. And
Yay.
I loved my dessert. Never would have thought of ordering something that had like a basil gelato with it. But it was a moment that I truly enjoyed.
That's the most bizarre taste, but it's so good.
Yes.
So, Dan, would you say you had a similar experience?
We thought the food was excellent. Exceeded our expectations. Admittedly, I didn't really know much about LaGrange, and I wasn't expecting much, but it was
Now, you
good.
said exceeded your expectations. Why is that?
I guess we kind of feel like the city has the best
City
restaurants.
I
Yes.
knew someone was going to say that. So in the defense of the suburbs, which I've only moved to a few years ago, this is one restaurant that actually started in the suburbs and now has a Wicker Park location. And that's so rare to see because usually it's a great city restaurant that moves in Naperville or something like that.
All right, so you packed your trail mix. We sent you to LaGrange.
Yeah. Actually, it's really not that far from
about
the city.
13 miles from the city.
It isn't. 20 minutes and you're there. It was a pleasant trip to LaGrange. What struck us, though, was that there's really no vibe at all in the restaurant. It was very quiet for a Saturday night at 8 o'clock, which was a little disappointing, but the food did make up for it. We started off with these shishito peppers, which grabbed us right as we looked at the menu. It was like, we're getting
Those
that
look
for sure.
hot, but they're not.
They tell
They're
you that
sweet.
1 out of 20 is hot.
Because people may be a little nervous because they're peppers. They're like, I'm not
Yes.
eating whole peppers, but they're sweet, actually.
Yeah, they are.
Until you
They're-
get 1 of the 20, and then you're cursing me.
Right.
What What else did you get?
The lobster stuffed avocado, and I will say that could be the best appetizer in the entire state.
In LaGrange.
Especially, I will hand it to
Even in the
Exact.
suburbs?
I will hand it to LaGrange.
Wow.
Like Derek said, we wanted to order a second one.
I'll go back for that alone.
I would go back for that too.
An entree?
We had the butternut squash ravioli with the brown butter, and we also tried the short ribs. Both are excellent.
What are some of your favorite dishes?
Well, it depends on if you're going early or late. I think for dinner, I love the lamb shank. I love the butternut squash ravioli. I think it's fantastic. But for breakfast, they have a pretzel croissant dipped in creme brulee with a white chocolate drizzle.
Best dessert.
It's dessert, but I'm going to call it breakfast. If I eat a side of fruit with it, it's breakfast. So they have that.
It sounds delicious, though.
It's really good. It's very, very indulgent and heavy, but if you're willing to indulge, I think it's great. They have really nice egg dishes as well. My husband's favorite is like the Austin, Texas eggs, which has jalapeno biscuits and chorizo gravy on top, which is really good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Dirk, did you have a chance to check out the neighborhood while you were there?
You know what? We actually parked maybe a couple of blocks away just so that we can walk back to the restaurant. And it was on a Saturday evening about 7 o'clock, and it was a lively area, lots of going on, people, families, a mixed crowd of people as far as what they were doing, where they were going, and as well as when we got in the restaurant. I would recommend it to someone who lives in the burbs, but I would definitely take another drive out there to go to it, as well as trying out the other location. But anyone that wants some good food, it's definitely there.
All right, Michelle, you recommend Prasino. Sum it up for us.
High quality ingredients equals excellent food that can please everyone.
All right, Dan?
Great restaurant, great organic food if that's what you're into. Very, very weak on the atmosphere.
All right, and Derek?
Relaxing, excellent food, and I will make my way back.
All right, well, you can experience the environmentally friendly food at Prasino, 93 South LaGrange in LaGrange, Illinois, 708-469-7058. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $35.